Hello, you have decided to have your child looked after in the nursery, also called Kita. We will explain to you how the registration process works and what important things you need to keep in mind. If you need support in registering for a daycare center, contact the social workers at the Migration Advice Center or your refugee social worker. We would like to give you one piece of information right at the beginning. There's a measles vaccination requirement in Germany for attendance at the daycare center. The children must be vaccinated twice against measles and there must be at least 3 months between the two vaccinations. Please take care of the vaccination in time. If a place is available at a suitable daycare center, you will be given an initial appointment there to get to know the child. You will have this appointment with the daycare center management and sometimes with a future group teacher. You will receive a lot of information and forms that will be explained, filled out and signed at the first appointment. If you do not yet understand German, it is best to bring someone with you who translates for you. If you don't know anyone, ask a social worker or the daycare center. The many documents are difficult for all parents at first. However, there's a lot of important and helpful information in these documents, and the most important of which we would like to explain here. Afterwards, take your time and ask someone to translate the most important things for you. You need to understand and take into account many things so that the care for your child at the daycare center can function well, and you can also build up a good relationship with the nursery teachers. When you sign the contract, you are also confirming that you have received and understood the information. One of the forms you get is for the pediatrician. Before your child is allowed to go to the daycare center, the pediatrician must confirm that your child is suitable for it. This certificate can cost up to 25 euros. Therefore, make an appointment with your pediatrician about 1 week before the nursery is due to start. Then, bring the medical certificate and the vaccination card to your next appointment at the nursery. A very important document is the childcare contract. This regulates, for example, when your child goes to the daycare center and at what time. Together with the Kita, you will discuss which care time makes sense for your family. By signing the contract, you declare that you agree with the content of the contract. The childcare contract often includes further information sheets, for example, the house rules. Another very important topic is the protection against infections. There's a law in Germany to protect against dangerous infectious diseases. Certain diseases such as whooping cough or gastrointestinal infections are highly contagious and dangerous for some children, nursery teachers or parents. For this reason, sick children must stay at home until they are properly recovered and must not return to the daycare center too early under any circumstances. Please also discuss this with your pediatrician. She will issue you with a sick note which you have to present to your employer or the language course provider. For registration at the daycare center, you must sign that you have understood the instruction on infection protection and that you will comply with the rules. Another document is your child's data sheet. This contains all the important information about your child, such as the name, the telephone numbers of the parents, whether there are any siblings or any special features that the nursery teacher should know about. For example, does your child have allergies or should he or she not eat pork? Then tell them or write it down, but also make a note of who to call in cases of emergency. You will also find a form for the direct debit mandate in the documents. This means that the monthly costs for the daycare center and for the meals may be automatically wired from your bank account. However, you will receive an invoice or information for this in advance. If you receive financial aid from the state, for example asylum benefits or benefits from the job center, you can also apply for aid for the costs at the daycare center. Please note that applications must always be made again otherwise you will have to bear the costs yourself. Therefore, go to your social worker in good time who will help you with this. In the daycare center, photos or videos are taken of the children for various purposes. These are used to document special occasions or to observe the children's development. Sometimes they are also used for websites or brochures. You are allowed to decide in advance what exactly you allow for what purpose. If you do not allow it, then that is fine. Data protection is also an important issue. Personal information about you and your child, and also information about other people, must be protected. The daycare center is obliged to keep your personal information safe, and you also have to sign that you will not pass on any information that you have learned during the settling-in period. There are a few more information sheets, such as an annual plan with important dates or the daycare center's concept. In addition, every daycare center is a little different, and some daycare center management may have prepared other information or the documents have a different name. One final note. When your child starts at the daycare center, there is a period of acclimatization. Your child can then slowly get used to the new situation and the new people. But you can also use this time to get to know everything new. You can also watch this video to help you to prepare for the settling-in period. You now have the most important information and can prepare yourself for enrollment. If German is still too difficult for you, you should definitely look for support. Of course, you can also get this from your refugee social worker or a social worker at the migration center. We wish your child a wonderful time at the Kita.